is finally here, everyone. The facelift of the Peugeot 508. The very exciting development I've been waiting for, guys, because the Peugeot 508 was a really interesting model for the Peugeot and especially the PSE group in general, because it's a D-segment car that's built to pick a fight with the likes of the Volkswagen Passat and the spacious Skoda Superb. The only advantage the Peugeot really has is its stylish design, guys, and the fact that it offers a sort of class at a very cheap price compared to the likes of the Mercedes C-Class. And that too, when it came to price tag, Peugeot was actually better value for money compared to the German competitors. But there's just one problem. Reliability and quality, they've been a bit of a different story, guys. Now you all need to know there's a very big difference between this particular Peugeot 508 and other Peugeot 508 models. This particular Peugeot 508 is a Peugeot Sports Engineered. At least that's how it's called. The philosophy of the Peugeot Sports Engineered models is basically similar to that of Fiat Abarth models. So what are Abarth models? Abarth models are basically Fiat cars, but with the performance on their side. This is the same philosophy for Peugeot Sports Engineered models. These are Peugeot models with sportiness on their side, guys. Just like how Audi has the S-Line and Mercedes has the AMG, Peugeot decided they have to do something to pick a fight with these guys. This Peugeot 508 Sport Engineered costs 72,000 euros. Is it good value for money or not? We're going to find out in a moment, guys, but the bigger question is, does it have what it takes to pick a fight with the German competitors who are priced around this? Well, should I say a bit more than this? We're gonna see, guys. Now over here is a 1.6 hybrid petrol engine that produces 360 horsepower. Pretty expected given that this is a sport edition and a top-of-the-range Peugeot 508. And hydraulic struts for your bonnet. Very premium. For a price of 72,000 euros, most car manufacturers make additional efforts to presenting it nicely, like with a large piece of plastic covering everything. But Peugeot just leaves everything exposed like this, including some metal work, which looks like it just saw some welding, guys. So a couple of things, everyone. Because this is a facelifted Peugeot 508, first area of change would be the headlights, guys. You get these nice tiger looking headlights, which is something similar to what I've seen on the all-new DS7. And also another thing is you get a new Peugeot badge right at the front. Looks really nice and looks quite classic, because classic Peugeot models from the 1960s did have a similar badge like this, or should I say from the 70s? Not sure. Now, because this is a Peugeot Sport Engineered, it gets even better. You get a rather aggressive grille, guys. Looks really sporty, looks really aggressive, and you get these three stripes right here to remind you this is a Peugeot Sport Engineered. You get a 360-degree parking camera, and also you get parking sensors at the front and at the rear. 5-spoke black alloys, everyone. They look amazing, very sporty, and I just love those green calipers. And one thing I really like is the detail of the drum. Well, I'm not sure what we call this particular part right here. So the fact that I'm seeing this on the Peugeot Sports Engineered implies they're very serious about this whole thing, that they've even gone as far as the mechanical aspects of it. Being a Peugeot Sports Engineered, you get these nice vents right there. Sporty, guys. As we approach the rear of the Peugeot 508, we notice that the rear has become very humbled, guys. It's really interesting, and the absence of the Peugeot badge, guys, it's no longer here. Now instead they write it in letters. Because this is a Peugeot Sport Engineered, you get sporty bumpers, guys, and you get actual exhausts, nothing pretentious, and those beautiful vents on the side. The design of the rear is absolutely stunning, but there is already a problem I spotted, guys. Peugeot decides to put the reverse lighting all the way down here, guys, right here. There is a problem because of visibility to other road users. All four doors get keyless entry, everyone. Do get blind spot monitoring, everyone. Now the part which I was very much looking forward to, everyone. The interior of the Peugeot 508 Sport Engineered, or should I say Peugeot Sport Engineered. I have to get used to the name, guys. So, first of all, guys, first impression is I'm very impressed. It looks really good, and it looks like a very promising competitor from Paris willing to pick a fight with the Germans. One from Munich, one from Stuttgart, and one from Ingolstadt. That would be Audi, guys, because Audi's from Ingolstadt. That's not important. What's important is this interior looks great. Peugeot is going places. But there's already something really that baffles me a lot, and that is the size of the infotainment system, because most competitors have either gone down to the concept of having a massive tablet or massive touchscreen, but Peugeot, for some reason, has remained like one of the only ones to just stick to small infotainment systems that is a rectangular size. But then, to be fair, this is the Peugeot aspect of things. Peugeot is, you know, maintaining an average size as other competitors, like that of a Volkswagen or that of Kia, for example, you know what I'm saying? But then 72,000 euros, sport engineered and everything, you'd expect something interesting. Who cares? So as for the rest of the interior, it's quite nice. I like how this central cocoons you. In fact, this was my favorite feature from the beginning. Good news is both front seats get electric steering adjustments. Guys, this is my favorite feature. Steering adjustment, guys. So steering adjustment is easy to reach. It's right under. Up, down, in and out. It's good. But speaking of steering wheel, there's already another problem, guys. And this is something I've noticed with other Peugeot models. The problem with the steering wheel is that it is small. Peugeot has decided to go artistic about the steering wheel. I'm not a fan of it, because when it comes to steering wheel size, I expect it to be appropriate for its segment. So, for example, if I put a steering wheel like this here, it looks a bit odd because it feels like I'm used to having a steering wheel where I can see the instrument cluster in between, like between the handle and the drum, the center of the steering wheel. But in this case, Peugeot expects me to look over the handle of the steering wheel to see that infotainment system, or should I say instrument cluster. Although, to be fair, the way they've designed the instrument cluster this time, it looks as if it's been designed to accommodate with the steering wheel as well. Now, because this is a Peugeot Sports Engineered, there are many interesting details to remark, guys. First of all, the seating. Leather on the side, Alcantara on the middle with interesting stitching details. And then when you look at the infotainment system, it has the same theme throughout. So it's mostly black and green. Very interesting. Let's take a look at the infotainment system together, guys. Let's see what it's like when we fire it up. So this is really good. So driving mode over here, guys. So whenever you click on the driving mode button, over here on the screen appears certain modes you can choose. By the way, this is a four-wheel drive, guys. Sport, hybrid, comfort, electric. Infotainment system, easy to use. Very similar concept to other PSA group cars. The infotainment system is easy to look through. You can even play games, surprisingly. I wonder what sort of games. Thank God it's not available, because I don't think you want to be playing games while driving. Navigation, guys, my favorite feature. So the quality of the map is really good, but it's just when it comes to response, first of all, the response is good. I mean, it responds, and the map is, it's just like the Peugeot Sports Engineered. It's black and green. But then just something is that the quality of the screen doesn't feel, the quality of the screen, it feels like I'm touching, it doesn't feel like glass. It feels like another material, guys. Now we do have to cover practicality solutions, everyone. So practicality, you get two cup holders right here of fixed sizes. And then central console storage over here, guys, which is average for its price and segment. Then you get this nice looking additional storage space, which has a 12-volt socket, and which is ideal for your telephone. But when it comes to phone holder, there appears to be a wireless telephone recharge right underneath here. Okay, looks like Peugeot did prioritize style. Then you get a glove box right here, which is really spacious. I've noticed PSA group cars tend to have very spacious glove boxes. Interesting. Then over here we have a door bin, guys. Now the door bin certainly can't fit a big bottle, but it can fit a small bottle. And it's rather spacious, it's good, but then there's a nice material down there. Now you guys also get pallets on the steering wheel, but those pallets can only be reached from above, but you cannot reach them from underneath, guys, because they don't extend that far. Unfortunately, there's no holder for your glasses. Yes, guys, now it's time to cover the back seat of the Peugeot 508 Sports Engineered. All right, so guys, first thing first, leg room is limited. My feet are literally buried under the front passenger seat. This can depend entirely on the seating adjustment as well. Knee room is good, but it's a bit on the limited side. It's like very close to the passenger seat, or it can be close to the driver's seat. Again, depends on seating adjustment. And if ever the knee makes contact with the passenger or the driver's seat, you guys will not be glad to hear that the back of the seat is a bit on the firm side, but it's fine. Otherwise, when it comes to headroom is very good, guys. My headrest is good, and I get plenty of space, but there's just something a bit bizarre going on because you see, you get to the sunroof right there, you get a nice view and everything, but just over here there's this lump or something. I guess that's the technology for the sunroof. It's yeah, it sort of gets in the way. It feels a bit bizarre, guys, but otherwise, not to complain, it's fine. You get this nice coat hook right here. It's good, but there's no handle or anything to help you climb inside, guys. That's just another problem I've noticed. Over here is an armrest, but there's no strap to pull it down, guys. I literally have to bury my hands in there, and there we go, bring it down. You get 2 cup holders in there, but that are pretty shallow for some reason, guys. And there's no storage in there. Although you do get a ski hatch. That's pretty good. You get rear seat pockets, which are in net, which is very flexible and durable. Our bins are good, but I feel like most of the space is eaten up by those massive speakers. It seems like they've sacrificed space for style, which is something I can respect. Now, over here, no climate control whatsoever, but you do get this nice air vent and 2 charging ports down there. Okay, that's fine. Speaking of the middle, let's see what the middle seat is like. Okay, guys, so it's just a bit of a struggle, but you'll get there. In the middle, there's a bit of a ridge. There's a bit of an elevation, but aside from this, the middle seat feels fine. Just watch out, the knees will make contact with the driver and the front passenger. So, yes, just a bit of compromising, that's it. We're gonna check out the boot space of the Peugeot 508. Pretty convenient when parked near a wall, guys. Take a moment and admire this nice metallic plating right here. This metallic boot lip, very good. But just in long terms, be very careful because there could be some linings or some wearings on it when you move and remove luggage. Another thing to point out is that the body paint is very exposed over here, guys. So just watch out in long terms. You do not want to scratch it or anything. Alrighty, everyone. So this is additional space, guys. Additional space over here. Otherwise, this is for your emergency kit and the necessary. It's good. Now, when it comes to tether points, I think the tether points are adjustable because if you look at this, there's a little railing. And you get a latch to fold down the rear seats, guys, and they fall down very, very fast. Seat folded down, you get this rather flat floor, which is very good, practical. Quite nice, and I like the material it's lined with. Here's my conclusion of the Peugeot 508 Sport Engineered, everyone. It's become increasingly obvious Peugeot wants to pick a big fight with the German competitors, the likes of the Volkswagen Group, BMW, and Mercedes, guys. How successful was Peugeot? First of all, let's talk about value for money. For a price of 72,000 euros, was this Peugeot 508 Sport Engineered good value for money or not? They paid great attention to minor details when it came to sportiness on the exterior, the technical aspect of things, everyone. I have to say it is good value for money. I am not inclined to say great value for money or the best value for money, but here are my reasons why I say good value for money. First of all, I'm very impressed with the equipment list, the parking aids, 360-degree parking cameras, that's my favorite feature, but then also the massive amount of attention paid to the sport details, guys. Not just for the looks, but because of the laws of physics, everyone. The wheels, the air vents, everything about it. These are details I love about the Peugeot 508. But then there are also problems, everyone. The Peugeot Sports Engineered, the details show on the exterior, they're very conspicuous, but then as soon as you sit in the interior, you fail to spot the big difference between the normal Peugeot 508 and the Peugeot Sports Engineered 508. So the interior had sporty seats, but that's about it. This is where there's a new problem, guys, because when it came to sportiness, the PSE group historically had problems. They just could never do a good sports car, or they just could never do a car that has this sport vibe compared to the German competitors. Rest assured, everyone, in wake of Stellantis happening, a lot has been changing for the PSE group and for Fiat Chrysler, and they are literally going places. My humble opinion of this Peugeot 508 Sport Edition, or should I say Sport Engineered, I love this Peugeot Sport Engineered 508. Yes, I was almost close to calling it Sport Edition on numerous occasions, but this time I got it right, guys. But this is the point. The thing about the Peugeot 508 Sport Edition is that this is a perfect alternative to the German competitors, because the German competitors, they do it perfectly. They're great with this, but the thing is they're too common. Some of us want an alternative. Some of us want something different from other competitors. The Japanese are good alternatives, but they are super reliable. But then at the same time, they are boring. They're just not very interesting all the time. And then the same applies to the South Korean competitors like that of Kia and Hyundai. When it comes to Peugeot, they're French, they're stylish, and they are very, very revolutionary, guys. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos that are on the run, everyone. I will see you all next time.